What happened while we were away brought to you by a still smoldering Los Angeles. Violent protests and riots continued in Los Angeles into Wednesday as authorities in the nation's second largest city enacted a curfew that's expected to last for several days. Here's what one deranged commie had to say.
This is our city, and this was Mexico. You can't kick us out of the land that was ours. Donald Trump! Fascism! Let our people free! Let our people free! Suelta nuestra gente!
What's the wind blower for?
Just for the fucking tear gas to blow it back at those motherfuckers. If you have a fucking blower, bring it up!
That curfew was disregarded last night, and riot police along with military moved in to disperse the gathered crowds. Fresh riots and large-scale protests broke out in places like Chicago and New York, elsewhere as well. In Texas, this woman who claims to be in the U.S. military joined in the protests.
We are not pawns for Donald Trump's agenda. Why now? It's because the military was called upon innocent protesters. We, in our oath to serve, we serve the people of the United States. The Constitution, these constitutional rights are being stripped and just denied, and the military will not be pawns to that.
The Department of Defense confirmed that woman was actually discharged from the military 5 years ago. Again, all these people are protesting the legal enforcement of existing U.S. law. President Trump says he has no problem invoking the Insurrection Act if needed.
I would certainly invoke it. We'll see, but I can tell you Last night was terrible. The night before that was terrible. We have, as you've seen, it was on most of your networks, people with big, heavy hammers pounding the concrete and pounding curbs, pounding it, breaking up and handing these big chunks of concrete to people. And they were taking that concrete, going up on bridges and dropping it into the roof of a car. Los Angeles right now would be on fire, and we have it in great shape. I'm not playing around.
Speaking of Trump, he announced this morning on Truth Social, we've reached a trade deal with China. Quote, full magnets and any necessary rare earths will be supplied up front by China. Likewise, we will provide to China what was agreed to, including Chinese students using our colleges and universities, which has always been good with me. We're getting a total of 55% tariffs. China is getting 10%. Unclear what that last part means exactly. Another month, though, another lower than expected inflation report. Prices rose less than expected month over month in May. Since we last spoke, HHS Secretary RFK Jr. fired every member of the CDC's advisory board on vaccines. RFK Jr. explained why yesterday.
Probably the worst example of malevolent malpractice has been adding all of these new products to the schedule without doing pre-licensing safety studies. So in 1986, there were 11 vaccines on the schedule. Today, a compliant child must take between 69 and 92 vaccines to stay in school in some states. And not one of them has been safety tested in a pre-licensing placebo-controlled trial. And that is just malpractice. So the people who were in charge of that are now gone.
Moving on, and in other news, former Newsboys and DC Talk frontman Michael Tait explained in a post on social media the allegations against him are true. He confessed that. Tait says he lived a double life during much of his time in the spotlight, abusing alcohol, using drugs, and making unwanted sexual advances towards men. Tait says he takes full responsibility for his actions, apologizes to all he hurt, and says he is in the process of true repentance. And finally, Immigration and Customs Enforcement announced their largest single immigration bust of the second Trump administration, arresting over 100 illegals at Glen Valley Foods in Omaha, Nebraska. Video captured this illegal alien in handcuffs, gesturing a nice V with his fingers, a convenient way for us to say, I voted for this. And that's what happened while we were away.